in Grandpa's chair. Grandpa's in the shower. And I put like a heavy step ladder in there because we don't have any like rails or anything. We're working on that. Look at this. Look at that underarm. I need to be at the gym is what I need to be doing. And he was like, I don't need that. I said, well, you fell. I didn't fall. I slipped on your floors. Your floors are slippery. And I said, well, use this so you can put your hand on it when you get out of the shower. I think you're trying to make me sicker than I am. I said, I have no desire to make you sicker than you are. I don't want to have to take you to the hospital and sit up there with you. Darn it. Anyway. Schmuckety schmuckaroni. Oh, shoot. Well, I screwed this up. I didn't put the member button on. So there goes that. Crap. Well, if you like this video, you can become you could subscribe to my YouTube page. Actually, would be great. I just hit 13,000 subscribers, and I have a paid member group that is supposed to be listening right now. And I talk to them. Hey, Jenny and Kathy. See? Caregiving is not for the weak. I mean, so I was texted with his doctor this morning, and we were talking, and I said, you know, I just am like, no one is talking about this. And I've noticed, not with Grandpa, but with my friend Lisa's husband, when he was really sick in the hospital, nobody ever said, like, well, you're not going to survive this. It was like, well, we could do this or we could do this. And I was like, I feel like I'm like living in the Twilight Zone. Like, why isn't anyone talking about what's about to happen? Even doctors. Then I was saying to one of Grandpa's doctors, I was like, you know, I think it would be helpful if you had a conversation about what's happening instead of like, well, we could do this or we could do that, instead of like pretending. It was like, you're right. Yeah, if you're watching YouTube, double click the screen for a like on the video. Yeah. Well, anyway, I did a video last night on YouTube about caregiving, so that's not my topic today. The topic today is it's raining cats and dogs, and last night I got Amos in the shower. I was doing a video with my friend Kate Swenson. Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now, on finding Cooper's voice. Did that, got Amos up in the bed at 9. Actually, I was like, I'm going to be asleep by 9:30. This is going to be great. Well, at 11 o'clock or 10:40, he still wasn't asleep. My daughter Blair called. No, nothing's happened. Nothing. And I was like, crap, I forgot to give him his frickin' medicine. So Amos takes medicine at night to sleep and in the morning to function. And I just totally missed. I didn't give it to him. So he didn't fall asleep until about 12:30, and so he's asleep right now. And I'm really not sure if I'm gonna take him to school. Is YouTube right now also members? YouTube right now, Angela, is not members because I forgot to click the button. So YouTube right now is practice for anybody who's not a member that wants to become one. I saw there was a tornado in Pine Tops this morning. So if you're wondering, hey, Holly, is that we do member chats in the morning, supporter chats, and Facebook. They all use these different names to confuse people. We have coffee and we shoot the shunk. Yeah, so I today have Amos home. Grandpa has a doctor's appointment at 3. Thomas is home working right now. He had court this morning. And then he's got to go to the office and then come back for the doctor's appointment. And then we're leaving. I'm going to Texas in the morning at 7. So I need to pack up for that. And it's going to be 107 in Texas tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's hot as hell. Somebody just asked, can I be your new husband? No, no, sir, no, Cerrone, no way, Jose. I have one husband and I really like him. Oh, thank you, Betty. Nope. And trust me, you don't want to come into this schmucky schmuck show. It's bad times over here. I talked to my oldest, Thomas, this morning. He had his first night of waiting tables all on his own at Amos Mosquito, and said, well, I had like several 2 tops and then I had a 9 top, and that was hard because they all ordered entrees and they got 7 appetizers. I said, well, I thought that was the goal. He goes, well, it's a lot to remember. Hey, Holly. My husband is flying to Austin right now for business to go. Oh, I hope he does come see us. That would be fun. Hope everyone treats him well. I know, right? It gives you a little, I have a headache. I think it's pressure from all this, whatever the system is out here. It gives you a new perspective on like waiters and waitresses, right? Because anyway, I don't know if I've ever thought about a waiter or waitress being somebody's child on their first night. Hey, from Seattle. Hi, Elizabeth. So yeah, I agree. You want, if you're watching this on YouTube, double click the screen to like and become, come over and be a member. It's very fun. It's Thomas up there. We had to dig up the passport. We had to check him in for flights. So in my family, I get everybody's flights because it's easier for me. But the problem is then I'm also responsible for everybody's flight. Is it a real thing, getting a headache from pressure? Well, I didn't know it was until Amos's caregiver always talks about it. And I don't know if it's just now I notice it. Like I woke up with a headache and was like, ooh, and then I saw there'd been a tornado. I was like, that makes sense. So yeah, it's a real thing. You tip the newbies well because you know how hard it is. Be good to your wait staff. Yeah. You were a server. He'll meet all kinds of humans. Ooh. He's also got friends staying with him who aren't working. So he's like he's juggling a lot. He's got all these friends coming to visit, which is fun. But 1, it's raining. And 2, I was like, you'll find, you know, you want company, but then you have company and you're like, I'm exhausted. The barometric pressure. That's what it is, Ashley. Hold on, let me turn this door. Allie, your food is out there if you want it. This cat inside. Little Thomas goes to London in July. He's doing this class at the London School of Economics, and he is going to Madrid, Pamplona, and Mallorca to meet friends. You know, I remember my dad when we were young, we would go to the country club and get baked Alaska for dinner, right? And we would be like, oh, my dad was like, I mean, I just can't believe I've raised these children and they get to have baked Alaska. Like, this is a big deal. I didn't know what baked Alaska was. And now with my children, I'm like, I had just finished my freshman year in college. My Fanny was sitting at the beach, babysitting. And my parents were like, oh, he should go to London. Nobody said that to me when I was there. I wasn't going to any Pamplona or Mallorca with friends. All my friends were just doing what I was, which was nothing. I mean, it's amazing. Are we going to have a big Tanda video tonight? You know, that would be really nice if we could. I'll try. I think, so Thomas's flight leaves at 6:40 a.m. and mine leaves at 7. My parents live in Rocky Mount, which is like an hour and 10 minutes from the airport. So if we stayed at their house, we'd need to leave at 4, 4:30? No, 4. So we might stay at a hotel instead. So we might stop and have dinner with mom and dad and then go stay in Raleigh. Because if we pick a hotel or motel or something, we can, I think, leave our cars there for free and take a shuttle, which is a pain, but it will save you a lot of money. Did you hang your new painting? I haven't yet. Yeah, Thomas got me a painting for Mother's Day, which was really nice. If you're watching YouTube, double click to like. Somebody put up the YouTube become a member link for me. I'm sure no one knows how to do that, including myself. Is Thomas going back to NC State? Yes, he's ready to go back to NC State. He had a good year. He's a lamb to Kai. Yeah, he's doing really well. Blair and Russell have 2 weeks of school left. They're super excited to be done, and they've got busy summers. They're both working and doing some camps. Russell does a tennis camp at Wilmington. He's doing Boys State at Catawba College. He's doing a leadership camp at Wake Forest. And he is a counselor at Camp Trinity for Adventures Camp Week. He's really excited about that. And that's the same week that my son Amos with special needs goes to camp. Oh, hi, Mom. So that's fun. Your high schoolers are salty that the big brother is home from college a whole month. Oh, I bet that would do people in. Blair is done in that Thomas is at the beach. She can hardly stand it. And then what else does Russell have? Yeah, Russell was like, did I get my letter? I'm like, your letter from what? He was like, from camp. Oh, I was like, to be a volunteer counselor. I love that he loves that. Russell, you just became a subscriber. Welcome, Doris. Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You didn't see the painting. Okay, well, I'll go get it in a minute. And then Blair is doing, she's going to help Adventures Camp Week, but only for 2 days. And then she's going to Hawaii on a moon dance trip. And she's going on the mission trip with church. And she and Russell are both going as campers to Camp Trinity the same week, which is at the end of June. So that's really fun. Camp Trinity is owned by the Episcopal Diocese. And it's just one of the most amazing places. And they have a few spaces left. I'm on the board there, and I love it because my children have always loved it. And it was given as a gift from the Roosevelt family. And it is 60 acres on the ocean and the sound. It's a piece of property, and it has kind of the main road cut between it. And there's a tunnel underneath for the kids to get back and forth to the beach. It's an incredible place, and it's very reasonably priced. The camp is like maybe $600 a week, which most of you would know that was crazy. So Amos is doing that camp, which is like $600 a week, and then Camp Royale, which is just for people with autism, and it's $3,000 for the week. Good morning, rainy here in Pennsylvania. Yes, we're getting rain. It is rainy, rainy, rainy. Hey, Nikki, good morning. You're going to Nag's Head today. So I will be in Nag's Head on it's a Thursday. I think June the 5th, I'm doing what am I doing? Something. Oh, a book signing at St. Andrew's by the Sea, the Episcopal Church there. Hey, Michelle. Your kids are fortunate. Yes, they are. They really are. They have very nice grandparents that help make opportunities available so they can go to camps in the summer. I would say that is by far a better gift than anything else. So you have it. I didn't like camp, so nobody should have spent any money on me going to camp. I had no interest, none. And then I'm in Raleigh. So let's see, I head to Texas tomorrow. I'm in Austin, Texas tomorrow. It's going to be 107. I just need to keep saying that. And then I head to San Antonio, and we have a retreat called the Caregivers Retreat for a lot of people. Yes, Heather, you should sign up. It's really neat. Camp Royale, Heather. Amos is in the age 10 to 12 group, so they do it by age. He's excited about it, and I'm excited. How you wish you could afford for Riley to go to Camp Royale. Well, Holly, if you're on the wait list for the waiver, the Trillium waiver, they have money to help people go. Now, they might not have money for everybody to go, but they have money to go. I didn't find out about it until too late, but they do have money for people to go. And Camp Trinity also has scholarship spots too. You went to Girl Scout camp. I bet that was fun. If you're watching YouTube, double click to like the video and come be a member. Hey, Betty. This is what we do, YouTubers. We have member coffee chats. And sometimes we pick a topic and sometimes we shoot the schnucky. Everybody wants to see the painting Thomas gave me for Mother's Day. They all want to see the painting you gave me for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, I like that painting.
Will you go get it? It's in the hall.
Yeah.
And they hand it to me.
Is this my passport?
Yeah, that's your passport. I've scanned it in.
So here are the hearing aids. I was looking for those.
Okay.
So I can find some.
Thomas is going on are y'all going to mainly fish?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not even sure.
You know it's going to be 107 in Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
He's going to the Bahamas. Somehow I think the Bahamas would really be good. My Mother's Day painting. We're not sure who did it, but it's one of my favorite. I don't have a painting of the Edenton trolley. Thomas looks nice. He does. I think Holly Evans did it. I'm gonna have to find out. It's very good. Painting is hard. I took a painting class like a year or two ago, and I quickly realized that my mother-in-law was very talented because it's difficult. Texas is going to be hotter than the devil's armpit. Like, I don't even know if I know what 107 feels like.
Was at our wedding. Remember that?
Was it 107 or like 90?
No, it was 103.
I know, Mom, isn't it good? 103. It was hot. And I didn't know, did you know that dinner rehearsal party, Thomas's parents had this, we had a great dinner rehearsal. I remember we had like shrimp and like croissants or something.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no air conditioning in Wessington. Did you know that before?
Yeah.
I didn't
know that before that evening.
And Thomas's mom just kept cramming more and more people there. There were like the same number of people at the wedding rehearsal dinner.
In the wedding,
I wish we had a recording
the
of
party afterward. It looked like there had been like a Civil War battle or something in the yard. I mean,
Why?
it was just. I mean, I don't know what went on after we left, but you know, there was tables flipped over, trash everywhere. I mean, it was a lot. It looked like a Motley Crue had played there.
My mom just said the temperature there was 207. Yeah, it was nice. It was, I wish we had a recording of all the toast and the dancing. So you're going on this fishing trip, Sam Emmerich and Rob, didn't they like both of them do the worm?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do the worm. Prepared.
I can do the worm.
You can?
I can do the backward worm, not the forward. It's a lot harder to do. I could never figure out how to do the forward worm.
What is the backward?
Breakdancing was a big part of my life growing up.
What is the backward worm?
We had a guy at Ravenscroft named Shane Harr, who He was probably the best breakdancer in Raleigh at the time. I even watched movies devoted to breakdancing.
Like what?
Well, there was a movie called Breakin', and then there was a sequel called Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm dead serious. And the main character's name was Turbo.
That is really...
And it was a great movie.
Who's going to need to see Thomas breakdancing? Yeah, that's if you're a Super Tales fan. The breakdancing attorney. Your husband still can and will spin. Yeah, I'm just going to turn the video off now, YouTubers. And if you want to see Thomas breakdance, you'll have to become a member. Just kidding. They'd be like, I only joined to do that. I don't remember those movies. I remember my first date, I went to the movie Hunk with Mark Strickland. And Hunk was like a nerd that became a hunk. I've never seen that movie again. Yeah, he's funny. He is funny. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday because I'm in pajamas at 10 o'clock drinking coffee. Amos is asleep. It's raining. I hope Grandpa's gotten out of the shower. Anyway, well, I'm trying to talk him into reading Caddy Woodlawn. He went over to, a friend took him over to Hertford the other day, and they have a new museum in Hertford. And he came back and said, well, I have good news or bad news. We're Indians. And so I texted the friend. I was like, did somebody tell him he was an Indian? She was like, no. We were talking a lot about Quakers. I said, well, he's convinced he is an Indian. She was like, yeah, I didn't hear that. A Tuscarora Indian. And he's been talking about it all week. Well, I want to go over there and meet my tribe. And I said to Thomas, is he kidding? He was like, I don't think so. And we were talking about his medicine. He goes, well, I bet my tribe has some medicine they could offer me. I was like, I literally feel like I live in the Gong Show, the absolute Gong Show. I mean, who even knew this was possible? I was young and full of hope at 20, and now here I am, 50 in a month, drinking cold coffee, talking about my tribe. Subscribers, members, see you over the next few days. I know we'll be having some fun video with Kate and Carrie. And yes, I will be at Book People's Bookstore tomorrow night in Austin, Texas, and really looking forward to that. And sweltering Texas heat. And maybe tonight we'll have a Big Tanda video, but probably not since you just got to see him. Goodbye. If you're watching YouTube, you should become a member for Coffee Chats. Like the screen and become a member. Goodbye.